catch you at the kitchen making process. Now that we have unboxed our HelloFresh box, we've decided to make the maple and rosemary glazed pork cutlets. And as you see here, you just see the pork, right? So all of your other ingredients are inside this brown bag. So we'll set the pork cutlets off to the side and open up the bag. Okay, and now that we are inside, there is a bunch of fresh fruit, and of course it will be fresh. Just take a look. Vegetables too. So, take the bag. We'll look inside of it, and then we'll take them out.
Ooh, okay. Fresh.
Okay, so here we have some
rosemary.
No. Spinach.
Mixed greens, I think.
Yeah. Spring mix. They're triple washed. Because you always have to wash your vegetables, but wash them again just in case.
Some scallions. Don't trash those scraps.
Compost them. Okay, inside we have 2 fresh apples. A tiny little bit of rosemary. Just need a little bit of that. We have 2 little shot glasses of maple syrup. Another spring mix. We have more of white wine vinegar. Concos.
Couscous.
Couscous. Concos. French couscous. You have this chicken flavor. We're making pork, so we have to have chicken.
And lastly, you got mayonnaise.
And that's it out of the bag. So all of your ingredients are here that you need. You don't even have to go to the store to pick up any more. But they're all right here. We are going to start off by washing our hands thoroughly. Okay, so now that we have washed and then prepped our produce, we have the apples thinly sliced, the rosemary, the green part of the onion, the white part, and then our spinach and everything. And make sure it's all sliced and chopped up to your liking.
Or finely. Now we're on to step 2, where it's cook the couscous.
Okay, so now we're going to heat 1 tablespoon of olive oil in a small pot over medium and high heat. So we'll go and do 1 tablespoon. Oh wait, let's start the stove. Okay. Is that me? Yeah, sure. And then we'll put 1 tablespoon of olive oil in the pan. Okay, now that I've added the olive oil to the pan, I'm going to take the scallion whites and 1 teaspoon of chopped rosemary and then cook until fragrant, about 30 seconds. 1 teaspoon of chopped rosemary. I'm gonna add that. That's all of it.
I would say back some if it asked for 1 teaspoon, because it asked you to chop up 2 teaspoons.
Okay.
So I'm going to add that and the scallions. And then we cook until fragrant. Okay. Okay, so now after you start to smell it, you want to add 1 1/4 cup of water. Okay, so you're gonna let that bring to a boil, then immediately stir in the couscous. So we're gonna let this go to a boil, and then we'll move on. You should like and subscribe to our channel and turn up that volume so you can smell the scallions and rosemary.
Okay guys, and as you saw in the very beginning, we have the 2 packages of pork. And they each came with 4 pieces of pork, so we have 8 in total. So you get a good amount of food. Okay, so onto the cooking pork. You'll pat the pork dry with a paper towel. It doesn't have to be too dry, just pat them down so it's dry enough. And just pat. The pork, I washed my hands again, and then we will just add salt and pepper.
Okay, so now that our water has come to a boil, we're going to add the couscous. So I'm going to cut them open. I'm going to cut each of them open. And then we're going to dump it in. And then you'll want to add a large pinch of salt and pepper. Okay. And then you want to, after that you want to remove from heat, cover, and let stand until tender, about 10 minutes. So I'll quickly stir it. And then we'll remove from the heat and cover it for 10 minutes.
Okay guys, now to the cooking the pork. You will add 1 tablespoon of butter on medium heat in a pan on the stove. Okay, now that the butter is melted and the pan is hot, you will add half the pork to the pan. And you will cook until brown, about 2 minutes each side. Now that it's been about 2 minutes, you will turn and flip them. And make sure they are brown on each side. And after they are golden brown, you will take them and just put them on a towel, on a plate. And once these 4 off the pan, you will take more butter, because butter is the key to everything, even if you're a bad cook. Is this tablespoon butter?
Yep.
For sure.
Yep. That smells so good.
And then next, put your last half in there.
Meanwhile, they check their cell phones as they're waiting for each step. Stop.
Okay, so now we're going to be making the glaze. So after removing the second batch of pork from the pan, reduce the heat under pan to medium. So we have that set. And then stir in remaining chopped rosemary. So we'll do that. And then we'll do 2 tablespoons of vinegar. So 2 tablespoons. 1 and 2. Okay. Okay. Maple syrup. So we're gonna add both bottles, right? Yeah. So let's pour this in. Stir it while we're at it. The vinegar is a little strong smell, so we're just stirring this real quick. Okay, so now we're gonna add our stock concentrates or whatever, and it's chicken. So we're gonna add this to our sauce. Okay. And then we're gonna water. All right, and then we'll be done. Well, we're done with the sauce. And then you let it simmer until it'll thicken. So I'll be right back.
So for the 5th step, in a medium bowl, whisk together the mayonnaise. Because our spatula can be melted. We'll whisk together the mayonnaise, the remaining vinegar, all of the mixed greens, and the apples. Well, I'm about sick of this. I just want to do this, so. Well, I'm about sick. Alright, so now once your sauce has like thickened or whatever, you want to put it on low heat, and then you want to stir in 1 tablespoon of butter. We've already got it measured. So you're going to stir that in. Okay. Now once you've got the butter all stirred in, you want to season it with salt and pepper. Okay. And then stir it. And now, that's all for the glaze.
Okay, so now that your glaze is done, you want to add your pork chops to the glaze. So let's add all the pork chops. Oh. And then once you're done with that, you can stir it around and then remove from heat. Okay, so before you start to plate, you want to fluff the couscous with a fork. Okay, so for plating, you want to add your couscous. So just add like that kind of. You can do a little more, a little less. And then you would want to add 2 pork chops on top. Okay. And then you will want to drizzle the glaze from the pork chops on top of the couscous and pork chops. And then lastly, you're going to do the salad. And then there you go. Maple and rosemary glazed pork cutlets. All done. Let's try it. Very good. Really good. Now let's try this salad. Oh no. Pretty good too. Good tasted vinegar. So make sure you like and subscribe. And click the link below to order